welcome back to more Horizon Zero Dawn. We're picking up here, trying to find out more stuff about Zero Dawn, and the first thing we have to deal with is this puzzle. So, secure encryption port with holographic display. Data shows required settings for nearby hololocks. All these are upwards. So I need... This is music right now. Okay, I need something. I'm just gonna... Restore power to the door. But don't I need this one? Cause this was a dead end. I can turn these, but I don't. From what I've seen, I don't know which way they're supposed to be facing it. Left up, left down, right? Is that? Oh, is that what it is? But it's opposite. So the last one is left? Left. Up. Left. Down. This could be completely wrong. And then right. Right, down, left, up, left. Okay, so that didn't work, so let's try to do then this left. This up. That left. Down, and then right. If that's not right, I don't know.
Done.
Okay.
Should check the door nearby.
Hard to know what is reverse, you know? Wait, time to check what? The door? No, because we still have to do this side, yeah? Oh, that was thing we already looked at. I can't. Interface unavailable. I have to find something nearby, no? But then I get confused when it shows me to go back there. Like the answer is there. Oh, but I can access the door. So... Nothing else on these shelves. Okay. Guess what I need is maybe up here. Oh, that's
Found
it.
one. Looks intact.
Yeah. So we're this way. It's just a box. Okay. Well, I'm hoping today that I'm able to complete this dungeon bunker cauldron thing, but
Now let's get that door open.
oh, maybe this side was the one that was...
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he
opposite.
managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a
Reverse
new
can
emitter,
be
not me. Park
two
around.
things. It can be what I did on the other side, because it could be like the opposite way. But it could also be that instead of up, this one's down, and then so there's there's a couple of ways to do this. I don't remember what we did on that one though. But let's reverse to me means this one should be up. This one should be left. Oh, we'll just try it until we get it. This one should be down. This should be right. And the last one should be up. But that did not work. So up, left, down, right, up. Okay. So then I'll try up. And if this is not right, I will try the opposite. Down. Wait, the middle one is always down. Okay. Right and then up. Right? Wait, what did I just do? Up, left, down, right, up. Or up, right, down, left, up. Wait, is it the same? Up. Wait, up, right? Down, left. Is that the only change that I did? Okay, so okay, now we've done that. Instead of up, we're now gonna do down, and then we'll do right, and then we'll do up, and then we'll do left, and then this one will be down. And that is also not right. Up. No, down, right. Up. Left, down. Okay. But if I do it opposite, it would be down, left. I don't know, man. Down, left, up, right. If this also okay.
Door shows power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
That was a lot. I was like, if that doesn't work, I feel like I tried all the ways it could be reversed, you know? But you know, we did it. Okay, now we're here. Got people here.
Eclipse. They're here.
Of course
Avoid
they are.
contact.
Avoid? Can't I kill them?
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
I mean, I'm like killing some people here. Kill Eclipse. Okay. We could definitely fire. Okay. How do you see me? Dude, stop with the music. It's not that tense. Okay, he did blow up. I don't know if this guy has a canister thing on him, so.
Try it outside.
Ooh. Dude, where's the other guy? Oh, there's more people. I do not mean to jump on top of this thing. I can't see that person's head.
You're finished.
Okay, you're the only one who can hit anything, apparently.
Don't lose her!
Okay, thank God that hit. Can't see anything. I couldn't see that one either.
Or not.
Oh, hi! Hi!
Something there!
Woo! Yeah, I'm here. I'm just gonna move on the opposite corner here. Again, it's very, very hard for me to see. I hope you understand that. But not really very worried, even though I can't see. Did I disappear?
Room's clear. For a moment.
We didn't
anyway.
take that much damage, even though we
Get
stood
moving.
still a
We'll
lot.
have to find Gaia.
Finding Gaia. We'll find Gaia. Fun fact, when I was young,
No space.
I was a part of a site called Gaia Online. If you know it. Hey. But I doubt anybody knows it. I used to write, you know, fiction there with other people, like combined fiction and stuff. It was really fun. It was a fun time of my life. Yeah, I haven't been back there in years and years. Okay, I think I got everybody. I don't... let's see if there's any information around. I didn't really look for that.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Uh-huh. It's an old place, so... You want me to go in there. Okay, I think... I don't see anything else. Yeah, stairwells. Inaccessible. Anybody else here? No? I'm free to check out these audio files and such. Simulation results. Ooh, have I missed some? From Margot to Elizabeth. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Okay, whatever that means. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional. They feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss. And not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot. Yeah. Change back to those.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the
Hi,
name might
Margot.
tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons.
Yeah,
Stalkers,
we've been in the
Ravagers,
cauldrons.
the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Yeah. Balance? Maybe there became too many humans, and so we needed balance? If not, we would take over again? I don't know. We make the same mistakes. If she's the one protecting the planet, could mean maybe she has an idea. Full steam ahead. From Elizabeth to Margot. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as Hephaestus' alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are, have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Iomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan, Elizabeth.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Yeah. Okay, they want me to go back there, but... Okay, I don't see any other... But then again, it seems like I missed some. But I mean, there's a lot of pieces of information around in this game, so I'm not surprised that I'll miss some. I'm not gonna search forever because that my patience doesn't allow for that, but if you want to let me know what I missed, you can type it on in the comments or copy paste it from somewhere if you want to. If not, that's all good too. You don't have to do any work. Okay, so that's on that side. Oh yeah, that's this body.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobeck's office.
Mm.
It's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep
More clips.
careful now.
Ooh. Careful now. Oh, can I shoot that guy through that? Through here? Nope. Cannot. Does that mean they can't shoot me through there either? So we're here. We want to get here. Looks like there might be a way through there. Dude, I want to shoot them so bad. I guess. I wonder what would have happened if we ran. If I go back here. Can you do? I mean, I want to read.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently,
Thank God they're
I was
stupid.
director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Is she talking about the piece that we have, allowing us to level up and stuff? The problem is that the bad people have them too. So, well, might as well check out this one. Encapsulated DNA. Oh, okay, so that one comes there. From Samina. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAST was shelling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300-400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do until next time. Peace be with you. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of Homer Archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages, as well as the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea. Doomed that goal from the outset with an attendant. Okay, my brain turned off. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they're performing well in testing with children and adolescents, demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia persona? Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Yeah, I did not get all of that information into my brain. Okay, can't do anything. Okay, so time to attack.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Ignorance? There's a lot of things we're ignorant to. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think we need to live more in the now and not focus so much on what we have or do not have, personally. Dude, sometimes it's just... Oh my god. Can I get this guy? He's gonna show himself? Show yourself. Step into my vision. Here I am, I've come so far. This is the answer I waited for all my life. Oh, show yourself. Let me see where you are. Open the doors. Don't make me wait. One moment more. Where the north wind meets the sea. There's a river full of memory. Speak, my darling, safe and sound. For in this place, no one is safe. Excuse my singing here. I'm just having some fun. Sometimes singing while doing this is entertaining to me. Oh, you're there. What are these yellow things there?
Move along now.
Okay, we got a shooter over there. Let's see if we can make our way there. Is there anybody else left? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Come on, Get up. Can you not get over this edge? Hello? There you go. Good job, girly.
They're still surprised. Oh, that's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Well, it still is. But now I have to look through this freaking big cave here. Show yourself.
Welcome to Apollo.
Yeah, this is where I came from. Just want to make sure we go on the left side a little bit here. I don't know if they hide stuff around here as well, or if they want us to go straight for the information up there. Can craft some more. Arrows. Is there anything up here? Enemy. Oh, there's information here. Here's testimonial.
Dr. Sobeck, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Helis. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks. By throwing more
Yeah,
death
imagine
at it.
that pressure.
It is
man.
my hope.
Again, I would love to see this viewpoint actually in a gameplay.
If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Helis.
It might even be better to create like a TV show or movie of this, because then you could show these leaders having to do this awful thing of sending so many people to their death for this Gaia project. And I would just love to see the heartbreak and the despair of people. Dude, I sound like a psychopath. I'm not, I swear. But I just love human emotion, like the darkness of it. I just find it very, like, I don't know, it hits your soul when stories like that are told. Which is why I like The Last of Us game really hits my core, because it's so dark. And there's so many different ways to view things, and I just love that, you know? So, yeah, would love to see the point of view when everything goes to shit, and see soldiers' point of view and everything like that. Okay, so you're telling me, oh yeah, because now we're here. Okay, makes sense. Just worried about.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol.
Extinction failsafe.
Ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean,
Yes.
what the?
Yes.
What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I
So
mean,
she needs to be able to abort.
imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong.
Yeah.
Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What
Hell
you're
to the
gonna
no.
do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse.
Okay, so a theory again, or a thought. So Hades has taken over because they see that humans are spreading, so they feel like they have to protect the planet by getting rid of us. Again, that really goes with the other idea I had earlier, or what I said earlier, though. I mean, Hades could just, yeah, be like, humans are the one who destroyed Earth, or like did stuff to Earth in the first place. So I would not blame AI for being like, hey Gaia, you need to produce more killer machines because we need to deal with these fucking humans. They are multiplying like heck and they're gonna destroy things again. We need to get rid of them. So yeah, could be.
Terraforming operations and suffocated. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say,
Yeah, so guys are
try
not
again, old girl. And better this
in
time,
control
or
right
we'll
now.
have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades.
very metal.
Welcome
Killing
to the
metal.
void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
So very, very, very cool. I like it. Noise complaints. From Travis Tate. He's an interesting one. Color me confounded, lazy. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Ultra don't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazzle. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of citronum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds, hand to God, and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Nah, that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal-themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see. Or hear, rather. In the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool. Trav. Trav is a fun one. Helis Protocol. Tate here, just popped three blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Helis could take control. But by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Helis has done its business. So we had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Helis would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide his interference. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Helis can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work his magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. I guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Okay, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Helis is, it's kind of a dangerous fella at this point, though. So what can we do about that? Archive abuse. From Savina to Tate. And Elizabeth? Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission, your 666th submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself. The definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to say after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Dr. Samina. On site, eh? Okay, continuing there, but anything else? No. I don't see any.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Yeah. Please don't be people in here. Not right now, anyway. Are you gonna start?
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint,
even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites.
Dude, you lost me a
around the
long time
world.
ago. Holy moly.
So,
I just suddenly realized I completely have blanked out. Yeah, you begin and I'll do something else that is better at keeping my attention, like looking at this thing. FZ Chambers. From Patrick to Elizabeth. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. Spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. Their revelation astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Farsinis in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PBK. Interesting. I obviously don't always know what they're talking about here, but it's still interesting. There's another something here. Cradle sealed. From Patrick. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Pingback from crucial systems is good. From our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans. We can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donk. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we're pushing through. Cradle Servitor. Persona. From Patrick again. Development of the artificial persona for... Persona. Can I not say persona? For cradle servitors, nurturer, disciplinarian, healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of persona, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer persona. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother persona intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. Parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just data corrupted. Okay, and then we got the one over here. Okay. Did not check that. Okay. So map-wise, we're getting closer.
Cradle facilities.
What is that?
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
Yeah.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
So that's how they get new humans, from these cradle places.
I'd have to ditch something.
Yeah, I'm not ditching anything. Okay. Have a way to go, yeah. Getting closer to some more answers. Yeah, I was wondering where the humans come from, but if they decided to repopulate Earth at a certain point, they would have grown the humans in a way. I guess. But then who decided to replicate Elizabeth as a human? Did they use their own DNA to replicate themselves again?
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
Robots would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobeck. As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence. And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning? No, Gaia, you're not. This is good.
Gaia cares a lot.
It's very good.
Or cares, I don't know.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor. But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony.
Yeah.
What if it was all for nothing? Elizabeth,
You don't know.
extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
Even if it didn't work, like, at least you tried something. Nobody else had any good ideas.
In you, all things.
I like Gaia. Gaia sounds nice. Nice robot. Nice AI.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is...
No, I
give it a
understand
kill
his
switch.
worry
She
here.
was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You're
It's
very
not
much
like it's a
connected to
child.
her.
What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? Of course, Gaia, go on. I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Pharaoh's
I was gonna say, if Gaia cares about humans also surviving, she would also have this concern that she could turn out to be bad. So I'm glad that she's agreeing here that, you know, like, we should be concerned about this, because I don't want to destroy anybody, so it's good that she's voicing that.
At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
So we can override Gaia. We can stop Gaia, so to speak. That is good information, because we couldn't do that with the other robots, machines. So I like that. Okay, are we ready to get in? I think so. I understand why Silas warned us that this might take a while now. Full already. Okay. Odyssey has failed. From Elizabeth to all alphas. All, some terrible news, I'm afraid. Farsinith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drives spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. So they did try to send a ship out there. Catastrophic antimatter containment failure. So they kind of exploded then? Dude, I would love again to see this as a movie or something. Seeing, perhaps they have some like feeds in here where they can watch in the last moments, see if before Gaia and everything works, but like, or they could see the ship or talk to somebody on that ship. We could have characters or actors in that ship thinking like, okay, maybe we made it or something, and then suddenly you just see bad things happen, like exploding, and yeah, these people down here being like, oh my god, we're the only ones left. Dude, it would be such a great movie. I can see it in my head though. But it's not good enough. I want visuals. Artemis. From Charles. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs. More than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms, insects, rabbits, and hawks, foxes, and wolves. We've seen rabbits and foxes. I don't know if I've seen many birds. Definitely haven't seen wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. Dude, we're humans. We're just not good at this stuff. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch, Ronson. Yeah. Okay. Is that the last thing? I'm not ready.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
I don't think anybody gave birth to you. I think you were
really
grown.
So naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what...
Wait, why was he birthed? Don't you think he also came from a what? Because they were only supposed to survive like 30 years or 100 years in these bunkers. Anybody who's up on the planet then right now have come originally from a what? And then, yeah, as you've grown and like, yes, people are born eventually, but like they started here. There's nothing wrong with that then. They're all machine made or... Dude, it's okay.
Kind of machine and why?
Why were she created? That's what I'm wondering. Why are you here?
Eclipse.
Of course.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Yeah. At least we agree on that. Should we stop them from getting this information then? Oh, there's a bye. This is the guy. Ooh, he looks sick. Oh, you just explode things. Okay.
Still alive. Good.
Are we actually getting
I
captured?
have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Oh, this is Helis! Ah, this is Helis! Achievement, discover the truth of Zero Dawn. Yeah. Any good story
My entire
has
life,
to have you being captured.
I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Even when Jiran was murdered. Even when Meridian fell.
Oh, this is...
I never doubted
They
my
are
destiny.
gonna put me down there!
Until you came along.
Oh, we don't have our
When I
stuff.
heard that you had
course.
survived.
Dude, you can get out of that. You can get through those.
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist. A simple tug of the blade.
Sorry.
And you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Rost, you knew it was wrong trying to bore me to death? Let's say Rost.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember.
Dude. I'm sorry. My brain is like this. It was so long ago, okay? It was so long ago that Rost and Helis fought. I forgot Helis was the guy we already knew. But now I know, okay? You can hate my brain. I also hate my brain sometimes. But like I can't remember everything, okay? It's just not possible. I wish I could always at least I remember now, okay? Dude. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The
Yeah,
better
I would
man
love more Rost.
is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing, troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
I don't plan on dying.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Is there such a thing as destiny? Your destiny's to end up dead and then. You're a thug, you're a fool, you're a puppet. You're a fool.
You're an idiot.
Fool of a took.
A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to
what
one
are you
cause.
Saying?
Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal
Dude, just
Sun
stop
King
talking
to
to
an
him. There's no
insane
point.
homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then against Cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place. Exactly where it belongs.
Dude, just put me in the arena
errant
already.
beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
They cast me out, needless slaughter, they're irrelevant. Needless slaughter?
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see
They would have been doomed at the end anyway. Like, if you go through with, Hades and everything, he would end up destroying them if I didn't do anything. So don't put it on me. I don't have any. I'm just trying to do my best here. I'm just trying to figure things out. Learn about the past. You're not trying to learn about the past. You're just doing shit.
Judgment of the sun in these events?
Stop believing the sun already. It's a
Such
ball
a
of
powerful
fire.
device, isn't it? And yet,
He's gonna
so
destroy
fragile.
it. Yeah. It's okay. We'll find another one or something.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Okay. It's our time to shine, everybody. We're gonna be a gladiator.
Marja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh god. Yeah, they might as well turn on you guys, so be careful.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Tyrann ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth.
Oh, they're corrupting it.
Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun.
You think I'll learn how to turn corrupted creatures into mine?
Power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
Okay, Aloy, I would really like to know what we do here. Because we don't have anything to fight this with. So can you just... I would love for you to deal with this and not me, okay? That would be great. You're Elizabeth Sobeck.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons.
Yep.
Weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring.
Yeah.
Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
It did come down, actually, so... Oh, I was gonna... Oh god, I'm already almost there.
That makes a mess.
I'm here.
It's down.
Yep. Okay, we got 2 of them. So we're bringing it down to reach our weapons. I see. Not good enough. Oh, is it good enough? Okay. Yeah! She even had time to dress. Love it. But now, we actually need to fight that.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Okay, so there
those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
I'm gonna die if I don't heal. I'm just switching to that. Sorry. Ooh, I also forgot about my trusty... No, can you...
That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna do this the way I know best. Keep walking forward, buddy. There you go. Oh. Dude, I love when the textures aren't loaded in. It's so funny.
Silence!
Oh my god. What do we do now? Find more?
Shadows. Kill her.
Alright, same thing. Is something gonna happen or are we just gonna do this?
Kill her!
Dude, I'm already pressing S like moving backward.
Get me yourself!
Yeah, I was waiting for something to happen. Hey, he's here! In the flesh! Let's go! Hey! Bye-bye! Oh, you know him, huh? Or are we fighting together? Oh! Oh my god, he turned them! Let's go! Go get him, boys! Yeah! Oh, fuck off. Let's fucking go! Okay, dude, I'm Silas. Silas? I don't even know. He's actually I'm actually starting to trust him, but he said we shouldn't trust, so I'm like, but.
So you're here.
Yeah.
Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora
Sylens.
Mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha registry
You
with it.
think it?
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus,
Okay.
I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that
That's
data
good.
to a new focus was trivially easy.
Trivially easily.
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Sylens. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
I love
Wait.
to hit him though.
Yes?
How did you find me? I mean, how? That's not really a very... Yeah, I'm more interested in overriding
Since
machines.
when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Helis
recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my...
I mean,
who almost killed me.
He hasn't spoken that
So
many
now you
details, so...
The man is
Okay.
a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you there. I guess we'll
How
ask,
did you track
find
my
you?
location
Find
when I
you?
wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Hades
That was what I was
returned with
thinking.
someone
It's like,
I knew.
he knows
I
where
wore
you
out two
are.
striders getting here in
If he
time,
doesn't
but
hear
I did.
hear it from you.
Now be on your way.
I'll be on it. Thanks for the command. Love being commanded to do stuff.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime,
Yeah, you can. I
should
mean, whenever
need
you
return
want
to
to.
Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
Okay.
Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
Mm-hmm.
For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
Thank you. Why were you needlessly cruel in the first place? But I appreciate an apology. I'll take it. Alright. Do we, have a vantage nearby? Let me go, to the campfire. Skill point. We should level up from that, yeah? Yeah. Level 44. Okay, and we should... Oh, we have 3 skill points. Well, we're gonna take Heavy Lifter because we need it for double shot. So we're gonna learn this now, and then we're gonna save up for double shot. But man, you guys know I was not supposed to record this today, but considering I put myself on the journey to to freaking do all of this quest. I mean, I went down there. I should have expected it to be long. I didn't really think about that. But I don't regret it. I'm glad I was able to do all of that quest, I should say, in this today, like in one day. And there was a lot we learned. Holy shit, there was a lot we learned. Yeah, it was really, really good. Ugh, got something in my eye now. But I think, yeah, now we're able to go back to Mother's thing. So we can maybe get the power cell, and then maybe we can check out the armor eventually. Yeah, this was so much fun. Dude, Sylens coming in there and him having overridden those other machines to attack, that was so epic. That was so good. Dude, I love this game. This game is so much fun. Every time I sit down to record it, I just feel just at ease. Like, I feel very comfortable with this game. And that's just really nice, because some games stress me out way too much, and even if I like them, I'm stressed. But this one, I'm like, I just feel like I know what I'm doing, even though, of course, I'm not using every single thing that I've learned. But, you know, I'm just playing the way I'm enjoying it, and it's just fun. And I hope you're enjoying this playthrough too. But for this one, we're going to have to leave it here. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one.